Welcome to the In the Midst of Growth podcast. I'm Kevin Nowowski. I'm here again today with the great Jason Honeycutt, and we are in the holiday season. Thanksgiving just passed last week, and Jay, guys, we're just literally asking me the Tuesday, Wednesday leading up to Thanksgiving about holidays. We have a lot of family stuff going on. We have work parties, and especially in early sobriety, early recovery, guys get concerned about this. Guys want to know, what do I do around the holiday times?
Yeah, that's definitely a very big question, and especially during this time of year. And first, before I really get into it, I just want to say that, the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, the basic text, does an extremely good job actually answering this question. So if you're in one of those situations, I do recommend reading pages 100 through 103 in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Perfect.
And, basically it says, ask yourself the question, do you have a good reason for being there? If there's no good reason and you're in really very early recovery, not really ready for that situation, then probably best you just don't go.
Yeah.
And I'll speak a little bit later about a situation I had similar to that. And then secondly, okay, if you have a good reason to be there, are you on solid spiritual ground?
Good question.
Are you spiritually fit? Do I have the necessary tools at that point in my process in my recovery toolbox in order to handle that situation?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so if you answer all those questions yes, and then move forward with it, a good few suggestions are bring an accountability partner. Take someone with you that is in recovery with you to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And then also, and the big book speaks on this as well, is that have a good exit strategy.
Definitely.
Yeah, you want to have that good exit strategy. For example, every year, my wife and I go to her work's Christmas party. Mm-hmm. And we go, we eat, we have a good time, whatever. But as the night progresses, people start getting a little tipsy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's right when we say, hey, we got to get home. We got the babysitter, got to relieve them, whatever, get back to the kids, whatever it is. We have that exit strategy. We make our exit as that night progresses because that's just not our scene anymore.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. I'm totally content with that. And just a real quick story also, because this does include, holiday parties, work functions, but even, birthday parties, weddings, concert. I mean, the list goes on and on. You know what I mean? At these events and these functions, most of the time there's drinking, possibly marijuana, and possibly other substances going on there.
Yep.
So very early in my recovery, I was invited to my close friend's wedding. And at that point, my answer to those questions in the beginning of this conversation were no. Yeah. I had a good reason to be there, but at the same time, I just wasn't ready for it.
Yep.
So I had to decline because I knew most of my friends there would be drinking and would be smoking pot. And my friend was very supportive. He understood that, hey, you're just not ready for that. That's okay. He's a close friend of mine, and he was okay with it. And sure, I felt bad and wanted to be there, but at the same time, I have to put my well-being, my sobriety first.
Always.
Yeah. So that's pretty much my answer is that, it's kind of like a yes and a no, and there's steps you can take in order to make that decision. Always, I would suggest, too, pray on it. Talk to someone in recovery about it, your sponsor, recovery buddy. I remember with the wedding thing, I spoke to my spiritual mentor and my sponsor and prayed on it.
Yeah.
So seek that godly wisdom, seek counsel. And ask yourself those questions to make sure that you are spiritually fit for this situation.
Yeah, I think that's perfect, man. Are you spiritually fit? Do I need to be there? Do I belong there? And have the exit strategy. Right? I think that's super important. I was just at a wedding a couple weeks ago, and it was the same thing. The night gets to a certain point where it's time to go. You enjoy the evening. I'm at the ceremony, have dinner. I don't need to be there till 2 a.m.
Right. Right.
And one other thing I would add, especially when it comes to holidays and family stuff, is just have the boundaries, And you touched on that. It's okay to say no, right? It's okay to say no, and just, looking for that wisdom to know when that's appropriate.
Absolutely. That's a very good add-on for sure.
Yeah. Well, I want to wish everybody a very safe holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And if you are looking for help, know somebody who is looking for help, please look in the description below for some more information. Thanks for watching.